So today I decided I'm gonna film what I eat in a day as a busy college student. I'm taking a full-time schedule and I have an internship as well and a part-time job which I work at 2 days a week. So I'm always on the go, and planning meals is so hard for me because some places I'm at, they don't have a microwave and it gets very complicated. So I try my best to eat quick and easy meals that are still somewhat healthy. Anything to stay away from fast food because I don't want to fall into that regimen and that bad habit. So I've been trying to eat healthy. So right now I'm on my way to the gym. Today I just have work. I don't have class, so my morning is a little freer. So I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm taking with me a yogurt. It's just light and fit strawberry banana. I love this. It's very fast, it's easy, it's a good breakfast. And then when I come home, I'll probably make myself lunch and then I'll pack myself dinner for my job since I work there till 8 o'clock at night. So that's my day, and I'm gonna show you what I eat and give you a couple ideas of fast and easy meals that you can make and bring with you on the go. Hey guys, so I just got finished working out at the gym, so excuse my face for how I look, but I'm about to go get myself a Starbucks. I'll show you what I get because it's right across the street, and then I'm gonna go home and eat some lunch, and tomorrow I'm gonna make my dinner for tonight. I don't know what I'm saying. I'll show you what I make, and I can pack it up since I have work. So I'll make a meal that I can actually eat and heat up in a microwave later on. So this is what I got from Starbucks. It's a grande iced water, 2 scoops of matcha powder. I get it sweetened, but you don't have to get it sweetened. Let me show you what the side says. I get it sweetened, you don't have to get it sweetened, but I like it that way. I love it because of all the antioxidants in it, and so it's really healthy after you work out. Green tea is so good for you, and it's light, and it doesn't have many calories. So it's my go-to drink at Starbucks. So now I'm gonna go home and make my lunch. I can't speak today. And pack my dinner and get ready for work. Hey guys, so I just got home, so I'm gonna make myself some lunch. It is now 11:10. This one says 11:01. That's what I meant to say. It's now 11:01, so I'm gonna make myself some lunch. I know it's a little early for lunch, but I need to eat before I go to work because I work for 2 to 8, for 6 hours. So I'm gonna eat dinner at work at about 7, maybe 6:30. So that's why I need to eat lunch before I go. And I do bring a couple snacks, but on days that I am at school or I am working, I just eat whenever I can or whenever I have time. So I'm not really on a set schedule. It changes every day. But this is my go-to lunch that when I need a quick and easy and fast recipe that I can eat really quick and just do what I need to do, and I don't need to sit down for long to eat it. So I'm going to show you what. So this is my take on a caprese wrap. You need mozzarella, of course. I buy this brand because I just personally like this brand a lot. So I'm just gonna cut that up. You only need a few slices because mozzarella is very heavy, so you don't need a lot. And the wrap is pretty small, so I just cut about 4, maybe 5, because I'll probably just eat one without it being. So the next thing you're going to need is a pack of tomatoes. So I'll probably only use 1 tomato. I buy the small tomatoes for this because, let me wipe off my knife. Because for the wrap, you don't really need that much. It's a small wrap. I'll show you the wraps that I buy. But they're pretty small, so you don't need too much. But you can use big tomatoes, obviously, if that's what you prefer. probably cut up one more. So we don't refrigerate tomatoes in my house because my mom claims that if you refrigerate them, they're not as juicy and they don't taste as good. So we do not refrigerate tomatoes in my house. So they are pretty juicy, so you gotta kind of be a little careful when you're cutting them. Otherwise, all this stuff will fall out. So what I do is I get a plate and I get a wrap. The brand that I am using is Wrap. So I don't put it, these wraps. All the way in the middle. I kind of put it a little bit on the side. Okay, and then the last one I'll probably just eat. Then I'll put some salt and pepper on it. Now I like a lot, so do what you like, but and then I use dry basil because we ran out of fresh basil, so that's what I've been using, but obviously fresh basil would be best. Now if you're gonna use dry, I would definitely not sprinkle on like too much, but sprinkle on enough. And then I'll just take a little thing of lettuce. I ripped it off, and I just like to rip little pieces, but if you want more lettuce than that, you can obviously cut up like a whole head of lettuce. But I don't like that much lettuce. I just like a little bit to taste it, and then I go ahead and I top it off with balsamic glaze. And you could get this anywhere. I personally got this one at Italy in the city, but you can get it anywhere. Okay, so the inside of the wrap is going to look like that. So let me see if I can position it so you can see how I wrap it. So how I wrap it, I take this, I put in the sides, you gotta put it over and tuck it in. Then you just gotta make sure sides are in. Now, I'm not perfect at this, so it does get a little messy sometimes. I kind of filled this one up a little bit too much, so, and then I just cut it. In half. And this one is coming unrolled. So that's what it looks like. Tastes really yummy. It's like my go-to thing to eat, especially like when I'm in a rush because it's very fast. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna pack up my lunch for work, and I'll show you what I do for that. Okay, so now I'm gonna pack up my dinner. So I know people are going to judge me and say it's very unhealthy, but I do use frozen chicken. When I have the time, I will grill the chicken myself, but unfortunately, as a full-time student and I have a job and an internship, it's just not possible all the time. So these are fully cooked Tyson grilled and ready frozen chicken strips. They're just chicken breast strips, and I mean, I know it's not the healthiest, but it's healthier than eating fried food or going out and eating fast food, so I just like to use this. And then I also use frozen asparagus, or sometimes I'll use broccoli cuts. But I know, again, fresh is better, but as a full-time student, I don't always have the time to do that. So I'm going to just show you what I do. So first, I'm going to do the asparagus. So I just gently massage it. And then I place it facing down on high for 2 to 3 minutes. We'll do 2.5 minutes, so just like that. Two minutes, 30 seconds. Oops. I'm not looking what I'm doing. Looking at what I'm doing because I'm holding the camera. Okay, so I'm gonna let that cook. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna place the chicken in my Tupperware container. My Tupperware container is just from ShopRite. It's Rubbermaid, and it's just from ShopRite. It's Rubbermaid, and it's microwave and dishwasher safe. So I just place about that much chicken, like 2 handfuls. Now I just put it in the container so I know how much I want to use, but then I go ahead before I microwave it. And put it on like an actual plate. So this is probably about 1/2 cup, so I'll probably put it in for like 1.5 minutes. But if they're still not fully cooked, then I'll put it in for 2 minutes. So I'm gonna put a paper towel over it before I put it in the microwave. So it's gonna be covered. I'm waiting for the asparagus to finish. So I'm putting this in, covered with a paper towel, for 1.5 minutes. Let's try 1 minute first, and then we'll do 1.5 if it's still not. So the asparagus is done. So I'm gonna let it just sit for about a minute before I try to open it. And while that's happening, I'm gonna get a sandwich bag and put in some snacks. So I'm gonna grab, do I not have any? Here's some chocolate chips. So I'm gonna grab these for a snack. These are so good, and I love salty things and crave salty things. So these have been like a thing, like literally sent from heaven, and they're non-GMO. But they crave, like they give me the salt craving, and like it's not as bad as a chip or an actual pretzel, so I love them. So I'm just gonna put these in a bag for my lunch. So what I usually pack for snacks, I got my lunchbox at Victoria's Secret. It came with an order, but I think I'm actually going to get a Fit and Fresh lunchbox because it's about this size, because it portions out your food for you, so I think that'll be better, but we'll see. So I just put a little thing of pretzel chips in a bag, so I'm going to put that down. I always bring with me some Fig Newtons because it's a good snack. They're healthy. So I'm going to put that there. Okay, let's see if the chicken is done. Okay, so the chicken looks pretty done. I think when I leave it a little cold, or like not exactly 100% warmed up, because I'm going to heat it up like when I eat dinner later. So it's going to go in the fridge, and then I'm going to eat dinner later and put it back in the microwave again. So you want to leave it like not fully defrosted, but like basically defrosted. So it probably has like another half a minute to go, but I'm going to put that in, like I'm going to put it in for a minute when I heat it up later. So it'll completely defrost them. So I'm going to put the asparagus in. I'm probably not going to put all of them, so that would be a lot. So I'll probably do that. I have some rice. Okay, and then I'm going to take some white rice. You could use brown rice, whatever you prefer. I personally like white rice better, but I'm just going to boil in a bag and put it in there. And then mix it with some Italian dressing or balsamic dressing, whatever I feel like. I'm letting the water boil for my rice. I use about 4 cups of water. And then I'm just going to use 1 bag of rice that looks like that. And you just kind of submerge it in for 8 to 10 minutes. Another snack that I like to bring with me is a balance bar. I don't always eat the whole thing. Sometimes I'll just eat bites of it because it is 200 calories, so it is like a meal. So if you're going to eat a full one, I would suggest not eating a meal, but I bring it with me just in case I don't have time to eat or something happens at work and I'm really hungry or it's an emergency and something, you know, I just need to eat really fast, so I'll bring that. I bring my Fig Newtons. I bring my pretzel chips, and sometimes I'll bring a side of hummus with the chips, but I ran out of hummus, so I'm not going to have any hummus today. Snack I'll end up bringing is these Snack Pack crackers by Nabisco. I don't always end up eating all this food. As you can tell, it's a lot, but I like to bring options because sometimes I change my mind and I don't want these and I want those, or I don't want those, I want these. And sometimes I don't have time to eat. Sometimes I have so much time. So I just like to bring some options. I definitely don't eat everything, but I definitely like to keep it open. So I'm still waiting for my water to boil here so I can boil the rice, and then I'm going to mix it in the rice with that and put some balsamic or Italian dressing, and I'll show you what the finished product is. This is what it looks like. I just put the rice in and I mixed it up with the asparagus and the chicken. 1 bag of rice is actually a lot, so I suggest you get you could get the rice in the cup if that's easier. So now I'm going to take some balsamic light voila, that's the final product. So I'm going to pack it on up. And put it in my lunchbox. And I'm going to put forks and spoons, some of my snacks. And sometimes I'll even pack there you go. I'll even pack a yogurt, but since I had one for breakfast, I'm not going to. So there's my lunch for today. And sometimes I will even bring this with me in case I think I didn't put enough or I decide I want extra. All right, well.